is Jenell. I am a graduate from Cal State Long Beach. I graduated with my BS in nursing, and I did one semester of the Body Positive program there, and it was probably the best decision I ever made. My eating problems started late in high school in my senior year when I was on a cheer team, and I had been growing, I'd been developing, you start doing that in high school. But that also meant that I was getting heavier as a flyer on my cheer team. I think the first time I realized that I was getting heavier is one of my bases told me I was coming down out of a stunt like a sack of potatoes. And that was the first time I tried to start dieting. And from there it just progressed. I started purging if I thought I had ate too much, and kind of yo-yo dieting, going back and forth, starting to examine myself in the mirror and start looking at what was too big, what was too small. I slowly kind of, I guess, came out of it in a sense of I stopped purging after my cheer season was over and I went to college, but my eating problems didn't go away. They just didn't manifest as strongly for a while. And then later when school started getting stressful again, I started purging again. And it wasn't until I started the Body Positive that I stopped purging. Life before the Body Positive for me was very much a struggle, a battle, trying to be perfect, I think was a lot of my problem. It was never being good enough, never measuring up quite enough. I always had the image of what society thinks the perfect person is, and then I would put myself next to that. I'd say, okay, that's wrong, okay, that's wrong, that needs work. And so it was just a lot of just walking around. I would always hear in my head, you're not good enough, you're not enough, you're not good enough. It's hard to know what exactly it was about the Body Positive that helped when other things didn't. For me, it just made sense. I tried to go through other routes and it felt just like a different sort of battle, and it just made me just as exhausted. And when I was in the Body Positive, it was just more of like taking a breath and stepping back, and you didn't have to be right or wrong, you just had to feel. And that was just kind of a different approach. I didn't have, I tried where they would just give you, you need to eat, 3 meals a day and 2 snacks in between, and you shouldn't skip, and you need to write down, everything. And it was just another sort of battle of what you need to do and if you're doing it right or wrong. And there is no right or wrong in the Body Positive. It's just what you think and what you feel and where you want to go with that. And I think that's really what made the biggest impact of me, is that I got to make it my own. And I got to make my own journey. It wasn't I needed to follow this path that they've decided is right. Body Positive world is a very beautiful world.